I just want to walk around with my arms up. Armpits out, okay? What's up, y'all? It's a new week. I am getting ready for bed, but before I do, what is today? Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. It's been a pretty quiet week so far. Tomorrow is when I start actually doing stuff. Like, I haven't really left the house except to go to the gym. And FedEx. My life is so wild. FedEx, girl, I be living on the edge. Anyway, I am only here to, one, make a confession about something and tell you about something I'm excited about. So the confession, excuse the mess. The confession is that I am a sweaty bitch. Y'all, I sweat a lot. I suffer from hyperhidrosis. I have since I was a kid, for as long as I can remember. And I remember in high school, me and my best friend, we both had this problem. And not high school, college. In college, we did some research about it and found that the things that you could do to address it are, one, have your sweat glands removed, which don't sound safe. Like, I got these sweat glands for a reason. Two, Botox. And at the time, like, this is in like the late 90s, early 2000s, regular people weren't getting Botox. So we were like, I don't know if I want Botox injections in my armpits, and my hands sweat a lot, my feet sweat a lot. I was like, nah, I'm good on that. And so I just kind of chalked it up to something that I have to live with. I sweat a lot. I sweat when I get anxious, nervous, excited, when I argue. I sweat if somebody touches, like if someone touches my hands start sweating. If somebody touches my feet start sweating, which is why it actually took me a really long time to start getting my toes done, and to be okay with getting foot massages because my feet sweat. Anyway, I actually think I distinctly remember feeling like I lost a job opportunity because of it. Back in 05, 06, when I graduated college, I was interviewing at JP Morgan. And I wore a heather gray suit. Don't ask me why. I wore a heather gray suit. And by the end, I had several interviews. It was like panel and group interviews. And by the end of the interviews, I had sweat ring all the way like down to here on the outside of my suit jacket. And I know they were looking at her like, we can't put her in front of clients. And so for that reason, when you see me speak in public, like, a lot of people think I don't get nervous, but I do. It just shows out. It shows up in my sweat glands. So what you'll notice is that I typically wear black. If I'm speaking in person, I typically wear black, or I wear a jacket, or I wear something very loose because I know I'm going to be sweaty. Anyway, lately I've been watching videos on hygiene. More on that later, but later I've been watching a lot of videos on hygiene, and somehow I stumbled upon this woman trying out this stuff for hyperhidrosis. And then I watched a dermatologist video about it too. Actually, what's wild is I was watching the dermatologist video about how to handle excessive sweating, and she brought this up. I didn't even watch it because it was this stuff. But there's this stuff called, for all my sweaty bitches out there, there's this stuff called DuraDry. It's a 3-step system to help with excessive sweating. You can use it on your crotchal region, and you can use it in your armpits. They have quite a few products. They have hand wipes, hand and foot wipes. They have powders. They have gummies that you can take. They've got a mist. They've got quite a few things. I thought I'd start with this 3-step system and then see how I like it, and then maybe buy a few more of their products as well. So it's a 3-step system. There's some things that you do before bedtime and some things that you do in the morning. So before bed, there is a wash that you use. So you're supposed to wash the area with this stuff. It's a deep cleansing and deodorizing wash. You can see that. And then after bed, you are supposed to apply this aluminum chloride, which is what antiperspirant is. So antiperspirant and deodorant, two different things. Deodorant does not stop you from sweating. Deodorant just is trying to make your sweat smell good. Antiperspirant is actually supposed to stop sweating and it has aluminum in it. I don't know why I'm just now figuring out that you're actually supposed to put on antiperspirant at night. So if you are a sweaty bitch and you've been wearing antiperspirant and wondering why it's not working, you're supposed to wear it when you sweat the least. And people that suffer from hyperhidrosis don't really sweat at night. We sweat while we're out around people, because that's fair. Anyway, you put this on at night after the wash, and then in the morning, you can wipe it off if you want to, and then you put on this AM deodorant. It also has an antiperspirant in it as well, but you put on this deodorant. So I'm gonna try this out. I'm excited. Like, I don't know why I waited until I was 45 to actually do something about this, but I'm tired of sweating everywhere. Like, it's frustrating. It happens at the most inopportune times. Like if I'm having an important discussion with somebody, I can start sweating when I go on stage. I mentioned that. Here's what's wild. Sometimes if I get dressed up to go somewhere, to see friends or to go to an event, and I feel cute and I feel like I look good, and I hope that other people, see that other people feel the same way. Like, I feel good about myself. A lot of times I end up sweating. It's almost like I'm anxious about being perceived the way I see myself. I don't know what that is psychologically, but a lot of times if I purposely get dressed up for an event, I will sweat the whole time. So I'm usually in the car with my armpits out, with the AC blasting towards my armpits because I'm sweating like crazy. It's very frustrating. So I'm excited to try this, and I will keep you guys updated. Hey guys, so I just got this place that I rented on Peerspace. It's gorgeous. So pretty. There's like a nice bedroom up there. I think it's also on Airbnb. So people whose Airbnbs are vacant, they also put it on Peerspace so they can rent them out. But anyway, I rented this space out so that I could shoot some content for a brand partnership that I'm doing. I need a place that looks homey, and the place that I'm in isn't decorated and the lighting isn't great. So I rented this space so I can record some videos. Let me put you over here. I forgot my doggone, somehow I didn't bring the stand for my light, so I'm about to just make it work. We gonna make it work. We the make it work kind of people, okay? We are make it work kind of people. We're gonna plug this thing on up in here, stand it in here, plug it up, and let there be lights. Bam! Set up my tripod. I think I'm gonna record this on my phone, because that's what I did last time and the quality was so good. So just make sure my light is good. It's a cloudy day, which now I understand why it's so frustrating. Okay, let's adjust this light. It's too much. It's too much. Turn it down. Okay. I don't want that chair there. Oh, this is a perfect spot. Oh, come on, lighting. Come on, lighting. Yes. All right, I just finished recording, re-recording for this brand campaign that I'm doing. This is honestly the biggest brand campaign I've ever done. And I shot this a month ago and sent it to them, and they wanted to change the script, so I had to completely reshoot it. I couldn't just edit. So I rented out this space. I rented out this space on Peerspace to do the shoot. I just finished reshooting, so I'm gonna go home and edit it and pray for God that they accept it, so I can get these coins. Y'all, it's my third day using the DuraDry stuff. Today's my third day. Okay, So usually I don't wear shirts this color very often because I know I'm gonna have sweat rings. Plus, I also, if I drink coffee, I definitely sweat. And if I have to have tough conversations at work, or if I have to have like a sales call or something, I sweat. Today, I wore this shirt, I drank water, I had a sales call, and I had a tough conversation today. And I have absolutely no sweat. No sweat. And I've had this shirt on since 10 o'clock. Today is 6 o'clock. And so I was like, for sure after I drink coffee, I'm gonna be a sweaty mess. Nope. Doesn't smell like sweat, doesn't look like sweat. Look at that. And I've only been using it for 3 days. I'm so excited. So excited. You have no idea how excited I am about this. Like, it's been a problem since I was in high school, since I was at least in college, as I think when I noticed it. And this is really, really awesome. Really, really awesome. Again, I'm gonna put a link to the DuraDry below, and I'll put a link to the video that I watched about it from a dermatologist too. If you have hyperhidrosis, you can check that out. It's very unsexy, but I'm dealing with it. Look at that. I just want to walk around with my arms up. Armpits out, okay? I am at the gym at 7 o'clock on a Saturday because I missed my Wednesday workout. I ended up not going to the gym Wednesday, so this is my makeup day. Maybe it was Thursday. Doesn't matter. It's my makeup day. And I really don't want to be here. I really, really, really fucking don't want to be here. But the scale is moving in the right direction. And that is motivation. I got to keep the body going. What up, friends? Happy Sunday. I'm talking weird because I got teeth whiteners in. I am getting ready to speak at a virtual event. I've been speaking at events every week for the last 3 weeks and have another event next week to speak at. But this one is pretty cool. So it's called Exodus Summit, and it is put on by two of my friends, Rashida Dow and Stephanie Perry. And it is for, like, their whole goal is to get Black women location, financial, and time freedom. And so what that means is putting you in a position where you can work less, still take care of yourself, and it not matter where you live. And Rashida is a career break coach. So she teaches people how to take sabbaticals, like stop working. And then Stephanie, she teaches people how to travel and live inexpensively or free. She is the one that got me doing house sitting. So one of my big goals this year was to significantly reduce my living expenses. And Rashida house sits all over the world. And so I watched some of her videos about it and started doing it. So anyway, I'm doing a session, of course, on remote work because a lot of the people that they coach still want to figure out how they can make money and live anywhere. So I'm doing a session today on I'm doing a session today on how to use AI in your job search, basically. That is what I'm doing. But I'm also planning to, since I'm going to have makeup on, do some content for the rest of the month. So I got some YouTube videos and a couple of like Instagram short form videos I need to do. So since I have my makeup, might as well get this content done. But yeah, my talk is in like, I think 30 minutes. So I need to hurry up. Put my face together, and I need to set up too because I need good lighting. This house doesn't have great lighting. Mommies, it's Sunday night. I said I need to get into the habit of recording more. I actually thought I had intended to record some content of me doing my talk today, but I didn't get to. My battery actually died as we were doing the session. But it was a really, really good session. The young ladies at Exodus Summit know what they're doing. They really do. So anyway, this has been a good week. I'm trying to get back in the habit of vlogging. It's tough. It's tough to get in this habit. It really is. I am sitting here with my Remarkable, reviewing my week. And what I think I'm going to do is start sharing with you guys my my weekly goals. So every Sunday, I sit down and look at my weekly goals. I'm going to show you guys this sheet that I'm writing on. I look at my weekly goals and I review the week before, and I check off boxes if I did it, right? And then I write goals for the next week, and I do like a little weekly review. I actually have a planner. I can share a link to it. It's in beta right now. Like, I'm testing it out to potentially release it officially as a product. But I do it in 6 categories: health, finances, career and business, education, relationships, and lifestyle. And so I sit down and I look at, like, did I do everything I said I was going to do? Did I work out 5 days last week? Yes. Did I schedule a therapy session? I tried to, but my therapist didn't email me back. I don't know how I should feel about that. Well, this is aggressive. I can't breathe out. I was supposed to schedule time with my friend who's an attorney in Tallahassee so that I could work on updating my estate documents. I did not do that. Get insurance quotes. I did that. I was going to restart my ETF. If you don't know what an ETF is, it's what does it stand for? Basically, ETFs are ways to diversify your investments. So it's like investing in a whole bunch of different stocks at one time. So you're investing in a package of stocks, and it's almost like having a financial planner on staff, like planning out what you're investing in. But it's low cost. Like, you could invest $10 a month, you can invest $25 a month, $50 a month, or whatever. And then you can set it up to be a target fund where it allocates your investments based on how much time you have to retirement, right? So if my daughter was doing an ETF, when I set up her ETF, she's 20. So she's got a long time for retirement. So her allocation can be very risky. She could take more risks. So it's likely going to be heavier in stocks, and it's likely going to be heavier in, like, maybe startup companies or young companies, right? For me, I think 15 years from retirement, 20 years from retirement. And so mine is going to be maybe kind of risky, but a little bit more conservative. So I would have more in maybe bonds and things. And then as far as stocks go, if I compared it to what my daughter would have, it would probably put more things into, like, blue chip stocks, which is like larger, more mature companies. So I was going to restart ETF. I'll put a couple of resources about ETFs below. They're a very good investment vehicle, but right now I decided not to restart because when I was investing in an ETF earlier this year, my rate of return was only about 2%. And right now, savings accounts are earning 4.5%. So I'm like, I'll just leave that money in savings. So I'm crossing that off. I said I was going to do a weekly vlog. I did that and complete this content that I'm doing for a brand, which is a huge piece of content. So I did that. I said I was going to learn about documentaries. I was going to read a book on fear. I'm actually almost done. I'm going to finish it tonight. I read Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, and learn my camera settings. So I'm learning this camera. This young lady that I met at No Manifest was nice enough to send me an email with camera settings in it. So I did that. So I read that, and then reach out to 5 non-regular friends, which I did. More than that, I was supposed to send some gifts to some friends. I forgot to do it. Reach out to 2 family members, did that. Plan October, November activities, I did that. Get my car maintenance. I got an oil change yesterday, like an adult. I feel like such an adult when I get an oil change, don't you? Makes me feel so adult. and get my nails done, which I did. Don't they look nice? I did that. Yes, I did mostly everything on my list, y'all. Look at that. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do next week as well on my list. But again, I'm gonna drop the link to this planner if you guys. It's like $15 and it's a PDF, so you can print it out or you can put it on your what do you call it? What do you call the thing? You can put it on your iPad. Or if you have a Remarkable, you can put it on there. And full disclosure, it's in beta, so it's like not, there's some edits that I really want to make to it. I'm trying to get feedback from people so that I can make it better. So I'm gonna send that out. But anyway, it's been a cool week. I didn't really do much. That's why it's hard to vlog, because I feel like my life is just not that interesting, I'm gonna be honest. What I am, but yeah, I'm just gonna do my skincare, finish eating my egg foo young. Oh, I gotta tell y'all. Y'all, I do not, I don't like leaving the house anymore. That's why I don't vlog, because I don't go nowhere. Because, listen, I got fitness goals, and I got money goals. I got financial goals. And I feel like every time I leave the house, both of those are in jeopardy. Both of those things are at risk. First of all, outside I got a $100 entry fee, step one. Today, I went to go get my car washed. That's all I was gonna do, go get my car washed. That's it. That's all. Got to the car wash at 11. Google said they opened at 10, wasn't nobody there. Nobody showed up at work. And me and this other dude went in parking lot waiting, and he was like, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. And I was like, all right, I'll wait too. Nobody showed up. So I'm like, well, since I'm out, it's Sunday, I should go get some brunch. So I went to the Real Milk and Honey, which if you've never been, if you live in Atlanta, or if you fly through Atlanta, because it's by the airport, really great restaurant, really, really delicious. It's a vibe. It's very Atlanta though. Take that however you want to. I love it there. But anyway, went there, got some food, I was sitting at the bar by myself, and there was a bunch of other people at the bar by themselves, and we were just all talking, because I talk to strangers. I bought one guy next to me a mimosa, because we were just all talking, having a good time. I get the bill, it's $100. I spent $100 on brunch for one person. What? See, this is why I try not to leave the house. Yeah, so good thing my financial goal this week wasn't to stick to my budget, which I need to update. So after this, after I leave you guys, I'm gonna go put a mask on my face and then update my budget. I use a budget app called YNAB. It's called You Need a Budget. And basically it is $0 based budgeting. So what that means is you, every dollar that you have, you assign it something. You assign it somewhere. You give it a job. So every dollar that you have, you say, well, these dollars, this $5 is going towards gas. This $30 is going towards savings. This $50 is going towards my light bill. Whatever. You assign every dollar that you have is already spoken for. Whether that's savings, allowance, eating out, budget, whatever, you give every dollar a job. And what I love about it is it gets you in the mindset that every dollar I spend on something is a dollar I can't spend on something else. It's not rigid. It's not a rigid budget. It's a fluid budget. It's not like you say, well, I'm going to spend $100 on dining out this month, and like that's all I have. You get to decide that. Maybe you want to reallocate that $100 to something else, right? Maybe you realize you overspent on groceries, and so you got to take some of that money from your dining budget. But it forces you to be honest with yourself about what you can actually spend, because you're like, oh, well, I overspent on groceries, so now I can't spend what I thought I was going to spend on dining out. And I really love the app. I actually update it every single day, but I do like deep dives on the weekends just to make sure that everything's right and updated, that all of my balances are accurate. And then I have a little come to Jesus meeting with myself about how I'm gonna act the next week. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to finish my facial, finish my egg foo young, do my budget, and update my weekly goals for the week. And I'll share with you what my weekly goals are. All right, that's it. That's the week, y'all. That's the vlog for this week. I'm sorry. It's just, this week has been uneventful. Next week, what am I doing next week? I'll be in Atlanta, kicking it next week. And then I'm headed to Tulsa the week after that. I'll see y'all. Ooh, this is aggressive. Ugh, aggressive. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next week.